So today, guys, I'm going to be showing off the intelligence-based Vegito at 100%, and he was always a bit of a interesting unit because if you take a look back at some of the videos that I made before with him, he was actually relatively good, but the thing that somewhat held him back was the fact that he relied massively on the amount of orbs that he picks up per turn. So, with just a small amount of orbs, I managed to get him to that level. But the good thing about this particular setup is that he is getting a 340% attack increase, and there is a certain rotation that I want to try out that is going to basically optimize him. So one thing that a lot of people aren't necessarily going to do, because it's not to say that it's pointless, but it's just unnecessary. Well, that's speaking from a whale standpoint, or just a pay-to-play standpoint, but you have the Vegito. He gets an attack increase per, well, attack and defensive increase. You know what? Let me double check, just because why not? I know that he has a nuker. The one thing that I don't necessarily know is if he gets a defensive increase per orb obtained, because he is one of the older units, so they may have taken that away from the card. So, okay, he gets a 12% attack increase per orb obtained, which is very similar to Kefla. The biggest difference, though, is that he doesn't have immense damage. He does have a 12k multiplier of 145%. See, you could have argued that he had a better link set, but Kefla has Super Saiyan, but Vegito has Fierce Battle. Vegito's main attack links are Brainiacs and Fierce Battle, which he does share. Let's go with this, which he does in fact share with the physical Super Vegito. So that is a partnership that could potentially work in his favor. And right there, attacks that over 1.1 mil. And I want to see what he is capable of doing with the Kid Gohan in rotation, because of course the Kid Gohan provides him with something extremely stupid like 40% to his attack and defense. So if I can get him in rotation with the Trunks and get a decent amount of a particular type of orb, we could get something good going here. I mean, so far, yeah, that's definitely surprised me. And like I was saying before, Vegito's leader skill gives an increase to intelligence types, which is one of the reasons why I'm quote unquote allowed to use the Rage Trunks, because he gets, boost from this particular team or leader skill. May not necessarily be the best partner for some of these units, but it works. If you really wanted to, you could run UI Goku on his team. So it's something that you could potentially consider. Now, this was one of my worries. Yeah. This was one of my worries. My worry was that I wasn't able to grab a decent amount of orbs. But maybe Gohan's passive is enough to push him over the 1 million mark. And there are, to be honest, it's kind of realistic, because there are going to be rotations like this. There are going to be rotations where you don't necessarily get the amount of orbs that you want. But the good thing is, we are going to have the physical Super Vegito pop up in a few moments, which is going to activate the Brainiacs link, which is an interesting link. They basically gave the physical Super Vegito that particular Vegito, pardon me, that did they give? Was it Brainiacs? No, it wasn't Brainiacs. It was Infighter that they gave him. My bad. Do I have anyone on this team with that particular link? I don't think I do. Yeah. That is a yikes. I knew he had one of those odd links. I knew, Infighter. Why? That's even worse if you think about it. Hold on. Let me hop over to the physical Super Vegito on the wiki here. Infighter. Who has Infighter that he's going to share it with? No one. Literally no one. They should have given him Brainiacs. That was a stupid mistake. Regardless, let's see what we can do. I made a mistake, my bad. I mean, not like it matters that much. To be honest, that's a good thing, because now it's like you don't have to worry about having to get him in a rotation with like another Vegito. It's just Rage Trunks, Kid Gohan, and the Vegito. But the good thing is he breaks 1 million, and we haven't necessarily... I want to say that we haven't seen him at his best. We have seen him break 1 million, which in itself is a good thing, right? But I want to see him with more orbs picked up. I want to see him with maybe half a field, 1/3 of a field. You know, I want to aim high with this particular setup. But the thing that you want to do the majority of the time, if you want to do something like this, of course, is keep Rage Trunks paired up with the Vegito, because that is overall going to provide more attack. See, the blue orbs just aren't doing me any favors. I mean, I was considering just saving those orbs, but I'm pretty certain that he is dead here, so just completely basing it off my past experiences with this stage and intelligence units, specifically Vegito, it's an easy one-shot. Now we have the STR stage. And the good thing is, it doesn't have to be intelligence orbs. It can be any type of orb, but it's just more convenient for it to be intelligence type orbs. And I'm hoping this is going to be the end. Hold on. Does LR Vegito have Infighter or Brainiacs? That kind of changes everything. I'm pretty certain he doesn't, but yeah, he doesn't. He has experienced fighters instead. And I honestly think that to this day, Vegito and Gogeta have the worst transformations in the game. The reason being, they are just never going to happen, pretty much. Ooh, okay. Don't do that. Right. That is a lot of orbs for next turn. Perfect. This is what you want to aim for. These are the things that you want to aim for with the, you know, the Rage Trunks. See, I wish that he would get some sort of like Extreme Z Awakening. Like he honestly isn't that bad. He is pretty damn good. Okay, so look, you are never gonna... Is that gonna be... this could low-key be a Dokkan mode, which I don't necessarily want. Does he have Saiyan Warrior Race? Does. That one link. You know what, it's fine. Right, you know what? This is gonna be a good thing. Attack stat right now, just under 100k. And now it's 316? Yeah, 316. So that, like, tripled, basically. I'm going to skip the Dokkan mode here just because I don't want the Gohan to take him out. I've had bad experiences with the Dokkan mode, so I'm going to put it off just for now. Okay. Yeah, don't do that. I knew it. I freaking knew that was going to happen. I just knew Gohan was going to do something that I wasn't going to like. 1.56 mil. 1.56 mil makes sense. 1.59 mil. So, I think that with a full board of orbs, he could probably peak at... Well, here's the thing. He could... Like, it's too much work, but... Could have a rotation where you activate Brainiacs. I'm going to say that you could maybe push his attack stat to 1.7 million, which is very good. The most that we saw was just below 1.6 mil. The Vegito is at 100%, so he's very good. He is very, very good. And considering how old he is one of the better older units in the game. It's a bit of a shame that he didn't necessarily get the increases that some of the other units got. But who knows? If he does, in fact, get Extreme Z Awakening in the future, I hope that they don't even need to change his 12Q multiplier, but his stats are going to go up. You know, super attack level 15. But the passive is the important thing, which they are ultimately going to have to change. It doesn't even have to be that much. It's going to make a big difference. But I feel like the reason people don't use him is simply because that, you know, there's no need to. And at the lower levels, honestly, to be completely honest, I feel like people don't use him because he just sucks without buffs. That is literally it. And you kind of have to compensate with other units. So what that basically means is you have to use units like Rage Trunks, you know, the Kid Gohan, to fully optimize him. Because you can't use Tech Vegito, because obviously he has a base form. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. A bit of a... was that a different... Nah, that wasn't necessarily a different one. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace.